The year is 2030, a decade of dramatic shifts in technology, finance, and geopolitics has passed. Bitcoin, a digital asset once deemed a speculative bubble, now stands at the heart of debates. Is it the backbone of the new financial era, or a relic of a failed experiment? But before diving into the possibilities, let's understand what brought Bitcoin here. A decade of challenges and triumphs. From 2020 to 2030, Bitcoin faced monumental moments. Regulation wars. Governments worldwide battled over controlling or embracing Bitcoin. Some outlawed it entirely, while others, like El Salvador, made it legal tender. Technological advances. Layer 2 solutions like the Lightning Network turned Bitcoin into a faster, cheaper payment method. Adoption explosion. Major corporations, from Tesla to micropayment platforms, adopted Bitcoin as a medium of exchange and a store of value. Despite its volatility, Bitcoin's decentralized nature made it a safe haven in times of economic turmoil. Scenario 1. Bitcoin as digital gold. By 2030, Bitcoin may solidify its status as digital gold, a store of value rather than a currency for daily transactions. With over 90% of Bitcoin mined, scarcity could drive its price into millions. Institutional investors, governments, and hedge funds might hold Bitcoin in reserves. Much like gold in the 20th century, Bitcoin could become a hedge against inflation and a geopolitical tool. For everyday users, owning Bitcoin may be akin to owning a gold bar, a sign of wealth and a safety net during crises. Scenario 2. Bitcoin becomes the global reserve currency. Imagine a world where distrust in fiat currencies leads nations to adopt Bitcoin as a global reserve currency. Inflation, debt crises, and the digitization of money could make Bitcoin's borderless nature attractive. In this scenario, Bitcoin might replace the US dollar as the standard for international trade. Countries like the US, China, and the EU might hold significant Bitcoin reserves, and it could be used for oil, tech, and commodity transactions. Scenario 3. Bitcoin is overtaken. Not every story is a fairy tale. By 2030, technological advances might create superior cryptocurrencies that render Bitcoin outdated. Bitcoin's energy consumption, slow transaction speeds, and limited use cases could lead to its decline. Ethereum, Cardano, or even a government-backed digital currency might replace it as the market leader. Scenario 4. A world without Bitcoin. In the darkest timeline, Bitcoin could fail entirely. Reasons might include regulatory clampdowns. Governments banning or heavily taxing Bitcoin could reduce its use. Technological vulnerabilities. Quantum computing could break Bitcoin's cryptographic security. Public perception. If Bitcoin loses its store of value status, the market may abandon it. In this world, Bitcoin may become a historical relic, discussed in economic textbooks as a fleeting experiment. Lessons from the past. Bitcoin's story mirrors the internet's rise in the 1990s. Skeptics dismissed it, but visionaries built empires around it. Today, companies like Amazon and Google dominate because they embraced the future. Similarly, Bitcoin's fate will depend on adaptability, user demand, and how well it integrates into society's evolving needs. What should you do as 2030 approaches? If you're a Bitcoin enthusiast or investor, consider these strategies. 1. Diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, even if Bitcoin seems promising. 2. Stay informed. Keep up with regulations, technological advancements, and market trends. 3. Think long-term. Bitcoin's volatility can be overwhelming, but its long-term potential may outweigh short-term losses. The final question: where will you be in 2030? Whether Bitcoin becomes a financial titan or a forgotten dream, one thing is certain: its journey has revolutionized how we think about money, power, and freedom.